Good morning, family and friends and fellow YouTubers. It's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner. And this morning we are at a roadside area. It is a large roadside area. We had stayed here last night just as a stopover on our way to Waco. We will be going into Waco today, but before we do, I wanted to show you this nice big roadside area. Now here in Texas, the roadside areas are free, just like most states, but they allow you to stay 24 hours. Now we don't need that long, but you know, if you're a trucker needing a break, you might want to take advantage of that time. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you this roadside park. So first of all, we're parked here, and as you can see, the parking lanes are very long for both trucks and RVs. So that's the first nice thing, is that they allow you long parking spots. And then here is the building. And the building has basically restrooms. It's just a large restroom area. So yes, very large area. They have vending machines for sodas and snacks, and then several restrooms. And then inside is just a large lobby area. And they talk about Sam Houston. Sam Houston was one of their governors for a very long time, and he did run for president, but he did not win. So they had this area sort of dedicated to Sam Houston. And there are other famous people like Minnie Fish. She was a leading Texas suffragette for women's rights. And Joshua Houston was a civic involvement and education person, so talks about these three guys, talks about these three people. And then over here, it just tells you a little bit about the agriculture that you would find here in Texas. Cotton, lumber, and cattle. So, yep, just kind of a nice little lobby area here. And then this area just tells you about some of the wildlife, like the swamp trees and the alligators. These are some of the birds. So, kind of a cool little rest area here. And then this, and then over here you have a large state of Texas. And we have we've started off way up here. We came down to Beaumont. We went all along the coast down to Corpus Christi. Then we went all the way over here to Big Bend. Then we went up to the Guadalupe Mountains and then to El Paso. And then from there we went all the way back over to San Antonio. And then we went all the way back over to almost Beaumont, because we're in the Big Thicket National Preservation Area. And now we're going up here to Waco. So we have been all over the state of Texas. And more to come. All right, let's head on outside and meet up with Jody. Because the nice thing about this visitor center is they have a nature trail. So if you stop and you need a break away from the RV or away from the truck and you want to take a little walk, they have a nature trail. They have some beautiful gardens. Hey, Mia. Hey, Mia. Yes. Have you seen anything on this nature trail? Have you seen anything? Oh, 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 yes, we're excited. Oh, yes, we're excited.
We haven't been on a nature trail.
Big playground for the kids. Looks like they're working on it, but...
I think it's closed up for COVID.
Oh, yes, you're probably right. I'll be glad when this COVID thing is over with. Oh, my goodness. All the adjustments we've had to make.
Knock on wood.
I know, yes. I was thinking that. I'm complaining about all the adjustments we've had to make, but at least we haven't lost anyone to it.
It's been a pain, though. Yeah.
At least we haven't been sick or have lost anyone. Katie Bath got sick, but she recovered, thankfully. So,
I was worried about Steve.
I know. Yes, thankfully Steve has not had it. Mia is our tour guide on this nature trail. She is sniffing out all the nature for us.
That's what happens when you walk through the bush, honey.
What do you think, Mia? Which way are we going? Which way are we going?
Let's go this way, Mija. Mia.
It's like, tree!
Yeah, because we don't got none of those.
Oh, okay. It's even longer. I thought it was just the sidewalk path.
And then I saw this.
They actually have it going into the woods here.
I don't know how long it is, so we'll just go to the woods.
Oh, they have them named wax myrtle. Yeah.
Not what heard.
Oh, no, that's all right. She's our tour guide today. Flowering dogwood.
Oh, that's the state tree of Missouri.
Yep, state tree of Missouri. It looks like they just planted it. Maybe or replanted one. We're not very far from Big Thicket National Preserve, so this looks a little bit like what we walked through yesterday, Jody.
Yeah,
With the tall pines. And the pine needles on the bed of the forest floor. Yep, I think you're right. That's okay.
Yeah, it was a nice little walk in the woods.
Yep. I like the way they've tried to label things.
Uh-huh.
Post oak. It must be that back there between the cedars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a dead.
Yeah. Well, it is winter. Maybe it's dormant. Lobley pine? Lobley pine?
I know, I don't know about that. It does look different than the other.
Yep, it's a tall one. Oh, yeah, there is, isn't there?
Or a ditch.
We're going to check out whether we've discovered a creek or a ditch. Oh, does it go on around? I don't think so, no. I think we're going to just turn around and go back. Well, I think it is a creek, Jody. A very tiny creek, but I think I would call it more than just a ditch. Because it does have some rocks down in there and it goes for quite a ways. So, all right. Well, that was a nice walk.
It was. Come on, Mija.
All right. So now we're going to go back and head towards Waco. But you know, if you're a trucker and you've been on the road for a while, you know, Jody, and you stop here, I mean, this is a nice little break area.
It's very family friendly, like, you know.
Yeah.
If you have a campground's shut down, but kids come back here.
Yes, yes,
One of the nicest ones I've ever seen.
yes. And it's not just for truckers. I keep mentioning truckers. I mean, obviously there are RVs and trucks here, travelers. So,
Yeah, it's one of the nicest ones I've ever seen.
but I know our brother Daryl, he used to be an overland truck driver. He used to drive one of those big rigs. So, I just think about him and how he would like this place. Nice little walk. There was a big map of Texas in there. Did you see the big map of Texas in the lobby? I showed our friends on it where all we had been. All right, friends, well, I'm going to turn you off and I will catch you guys on down the road. Bye for now.
No, we're not going that way. We're going to go this way. Sugar butt.
We call her Wiggle Butt because, man, when she gets excited, that butt gets going. All right. All right, friends, and we are back to the front. And they had these beautiful gardens set up here. Oh, it's a rosebud.
Rosebud.
Just barely starting to show. Here's another one. Just barely starting to show. Very pretty garden out here. There's the flags. Whipping in the breezes today. Quite a beautiful area. And there's Alice waiting patiently for us. Okay, friends, so we are at this large rest area in Texas. And Jody already had this rest area picked out.
Yes.
So how did you know about this rest area? Like, how did you find it?
Okay, well, I found this particular rest area on an app called Campendium. C-A-M-P, Campendium. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
and it's an app I use a lot, and it will show you, like, not just free places, but like any place to stay, or to dump your tanks, that kind of stuff. So this, if you sort for free, that's how I found this website or this site. And then to find out like where you can stay and how long you can stay and that kind of stuff, there's websites out there where you can just Google, can I stay at this rest area? And there's sites that have all of the states listed, but then they also have a link then to the Department of Transportation, usually for that state. So I had checked the Texas Department of Transportation site, and there's an ordinance or state law or whatever that allows you to stay there for 24 hours. So I knew that we could stay here overnight with no problem. So, and the Campendium listing for this, just everybody was raving about it. These apps are cool because they're what's called crowdsourced. So like people who have been here go on and upload the listing and then talk about, and then people can go on there and rate it and stuff like that. So it had pretty high ratings for being a nice place to stay.
Yeah, and now we know why, because it really is.
It's like it's nicer than some RV parks I've stayed in.
I mean, even last night when we were sleeping, there are lights, but in an RV and probably in a truck too, you're able to close everything up.
Right.
So the lighting wasn't that bad. And as far as the noise of the traffic goes, it was just kind of like background white noise.
Yeah.
So it was very, very calm and quiet here last night.
I was telling Kim, that one place we stayed at in Kerrville, I was complaining about the noise from the road, but it wasn't a consistent noise, that road. It was like come and go, and it seemed louder and stuff.
Yeah.
But on an interstate, it's just a constant travel, so it just becomes this like white noise, and we're far enough away from the interstate that it's just this white noise, and once I fell asleep, and to me at least, the light was muted enough. It was almost like a little night light or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I slept like a baby.
I did too. I slept hard and slept long. The only thing I noticed was when I got up this morning, it was about 4:30, quarter till 5, and the truckers were starting up their, engines to leave.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed it because I was awake. I don't know that I would have noticed it had I still been sleeping consistently.
I was kind of the same way. It was like sometime early this morning, I heard a truck. And I'm like you, it could have been that I was already starting to wake up.
So, yeah, it's a really, really nice place. Now, you knew we needed a stopover between Big Thicket and Waco.
Yes.
So, you went to this Camp Pennington
Pendium
website.
Yes.
Okay. And then that's where you could do your searches.
You could search for I just searched, I kind of just took some different cities along the way. Yeah. And I saw, and then I knew for rest areas, you probably want to look for interstates.
Yes.
Because now they do have picnic areas along some of that old roads out in Texas, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Past a few of those. And those are fine if you're comfortable with that. But I knew that the first time out, we'd probably want to pick a rest area. So you want to look for interstates.
Yes.
And this Campinium will have a big purple P. And that means public parking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the update, Jody, and thanks for a wonderful night.
I know.
And they're free.
It's free.
It's free. And
Jody loves free.
Yeah, and like Jody was saying, it's as nice as, if not better, than some of the RV parks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's no hookups, but
there are no hookups. You're boondocking, but
the restaurants are nice.
For a night. Yeah.
Areas.
So, all right. Well, we're headed down the road to Waco, so we'll catch you guys on down the road. Cows. Lots of cows. Alright friends, we just left the rest stop. We are on Interstate 45 going north. Jody says we have to go west to get on the different road for Waco. But right now we are on Interstate 45 going north. So I will catch you guys down the road. Okay friends, we're at Buffalo, Texas, and this is where we will be turning to go west. So to hit a different road up to Waco. Looks like we're going to be going west on 164 for a little bit. For 53 miles. the big cities and the little cities. So you guys have seen a lot of Texas now.